Okay, now, what I want is everybody who was on this floor during the murder to stand on this side of the room.
All right, you heard the lady. All the singing boys on this side of the room.
And all the dancing boys on that side of the room.
And all the
singing and dancing boys stay right where you are.
You guys, trying to organize this investigation.
But this cannot be done without your minky.
Herr Minky.
Yes. What have you done with your minky, you fool?
Here's a fool. Did you leave the Minky in your room?
Ha ha, very funny. Now,
Somebody call an ambulance, quick! Justine's been shot. Get it. Justine's been shot. Get it, Doc. Don't just stand there. Get an ambulance.
Hey, cool it, Cagney, my boy. We've already got a victim. Your erstwhile mother-in-law, no
I'm
doubt.
serious. She's bleeding to death. Get an ambulance.
He went right back to sleep, thank goodness.
Are you sure I can't get you something? A cup of tea, maybe?
Kate, I know I'm acting weird, but everything I have told you is true. It happened. What I can't figure out is why. Why would anyone go to such elaborate means to play a horrible trick on me like that? Rigging a doll to say those things.
It's a poor joke, if you ask me.
Oh, it was no joke. No, not with that doll wearing Jonah's shirt. I can't figure out how. I mean, who would have Brett.
Brett Hamilton?
He's the only one who could have.
Well, why would he do such a thing?
He's been trying to get me to go out with him for weeks. Well, he even managed to destroy a dinner date Cagney and I had a few nights ago. And we made fun of him. He knew I'd be at that party at his house tonight. He probably even knew what part I would play in the game and the room I'd be in. It has to be him.
Are you sure? That is quite an accusation you're making.
He's the only person who has anything to get back at me for. And he's been here. He could have stolen the shirt. Oh, I know how to handle people like Mr. Hamilton III.
Where are you going?
I'm going back to that party. He thinks he got away with something. Well, wait till I get my hands on him. I'll show him what he got away with.
Why did you leave me with Kate, Mommy? Come home. I need you. Help me, Mommy. Help me, Mommy. Help me. Help me.
Look on her face. An executioner, that was very appropriate. Here we go.
very, very upset.
Oh, I understand he and Justine are old friends.
I didn't know that.
Why would anyone want to shoot her?
I have no idea, but they couldn't have picked a better time or place.
Look at Wendy. She seems to be taking it especially hard. She and Justine were roommates for a while.
I was with her 10 minutes before it happened. That means that I am the last person to have seen her before she...
Hey. Now, we don't know how bad she is. She'll pull through.
You think so?
Sure. She's a tough kid. She's a dancer. You know how their bodies are.
It's just that... I was so mean to her. I didn't mean to be mean to her.
Darling, I wouldn't say things like that right now. Someone might hear a perfectly harmless comment you make and think the wrong thing.
How are we doing?
Well, we're all very shocked.
Yeah, I'm sure. Who could do such a thing? I can't understand it.
Where was Cagney McCleary when all of this was going on? That's something I'd like to know.
Only 3 people who weren't in the room were Cagney, Justine, and Susie. We all heard Susie and Justine argue. Hey, you guys don't think that Susie...
Look, I think we'd better leave the detective work to the police, we'll say.
That's a good idea.
Iris, is she gonna be all right? We don't know yet. Someone get that door, please.
I'll get it.
Okay, that's far enough, Kendall. The paramedics can take it from here.
I'm going to the hospital with her. She's my friend.
No, too bad. Nobody's leaving here. This is an attempted murder investigation. Everyone back in the parlor, folks, okay?
Can we help them out to the ambulance, Lieutenant?
The patrolman can get the door as easily as you can. Greavy, take this IV, will you?
Right, Lieutenant.
Come on, let's go. Everybody inside.
Inside. Have any idea how she is? Can you tell us anything?
It's not good. She's lost a lot of blood. Now, I know it's late, folks. But somebody in this house took your game a little too seriously, so it's going to get a lot later before we're finished. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
I've got to get out of here.
You can't leave, Kate.
I've got to go find Susie.
You can't.
Okay, now I want you all to sit down and relax. We're going to question each one of you one at a time.
Hey, where do you think you're going,
Cleary!
huh? Get in here.
Well, who's going to be next?
How about the rabbit?
McCleary? Yeah. Let him sit and stew for a while. Maybe he'll come up with some imaginative answers that way.
Lieutenant, am I to interpret that last remark as harassment?
You are not supposed to be here at all, Miss Adamson. That's why we questioned you first.
What's the matter? You afraid of having me around in my professional capacity?
This is an investigation. No report is allowed, so please leave, or else we'll have you escorted off the premises.
Fine, I'm on my way.
Sonny?
Wendy.
Hi. Do you think you could give me a ride home? My mother already left with Chase. She went to the hospital.
That's where I'm headed now. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah, no. No, I'm really exhausted. I'd really like to go home.
Okay.
Could you drop me on the way?
Of course I will.
But wait, listen. If my mother hears anything, please tell her to call me the minute she hears anything.
Sure. Come on, let's get out of
All
here.
right.
Excuse us.
I can't take this anymore. I'm next.
Are you?
Look, you can't keep me here any longer.
Why? What's the rush? This is a nice place, plenty of food.
Joe and Stu don't mind waiting. Brett lives here. Why don't we just get on with the questioning and get me out of here?
What do you think, Lieutenant? He's awfully anxious.
What's the big rush, McCleary? Going to meet your girlfriend?
I don't know where she is.
You sure?
Look, you can just get me out of here. I can make a couple of phone calls. Maybe I can track her down
You
for
do you.
that
For us? What a guy. And I'll bet you wouldn't even tell her we're looking for her.
She doesn't have anything to do with this.
Is that a fact? How do you know?
I know her. All right? I just know her. She is not capable of something like this.
Oh, well, that's funny because everybody here heard them going at each other, huh? Saying they practically like to kill each other. Are you sure Miss Wyatt didn't just let it all hang out and just let Miss Halvett have it? All right! Now, wait a minute! What?
What's going on here? Why are all those police cars out front?
Nice of you to join us. Keep an eye on him.
With pleasure.
Where have you been?
At home.
No, Susie, don't tell him anything.
Get him out of here.
Don't say it.
What's going on?
There's been a shooting here this evening, Miss Wyatt. Are you aware of that?
Yes, of course. It's part of the game.
Oh? Do you happen to know who the victim was?
Justine Calvert, why?
Do you by any chance know who shot her?
Yes, I did.
No, Susie,
Get
no,
him
don't
out
tell
of
him
here!
anything.
No,
No, Susie, don't
Miss
say
Wyatt
anything!
alone.
No,
all
Susie,
right,
Susie, you don't have to tell him anything.
May I please stay?
I may have some questions for you later, but right now I'd like to talk to Miss Wyatt alone.
I live here, Lieutenant.
Find another room.
Aunt Joe, Stu, what is going on?
Oh, Susie!
Look, take him down to the
Susie!
station. I can't think with all
You
this
don't have to
racket
tell him
going on
anything!
here.
Susie!
Come on, Joe, outside.
You can't! Susie!
Miss Wyatt, in fact, I'd like to take you down to the station for some questioning also.
Not until you tell me what's going on.
Honey. Honey, Justine was shot with real bullets.
No, that can't be. I was following the instructions.
What instructions were those?
Well, those. We all received instructions in an envelope, and mine said that I was the murderer and Justine the victim. I found the gun exactly where it was supposed to be, and... Well, you know, you planned the instructions. Tell him.
Suppose you tell me what these instructions look like.
Well, here they are. You can see for yourself.
Are these the ones that you're referring to?
Yes.
Why don't you read them for me? These two.
Liza's? Why do you want me to read Liza's?
Just do it. Yours first.
You...
Go on.
There must be a mistake. These aren't mine. Someone has put the wrong instructions in my envelope.
Read them for me anyway.
It says that I'm not the murderer, but you see, this is
And
wrong.
Mrs. Sentel's? What do her instructions say?
What difference does it make? I'm telling you,
Turner, you wrote the instructions, you planned the game. Who was supposed to murder whom?
Stephanie was to be the victim. Liza was supposed to shoot her.
Nurse, hold blue. We might have a DOA on our hands.
I don't understand any of this. All I know is I was following the instructions. It was supposed to be a game.
Why did you leave the house in the middle of the party? Was it to get rid of the gun?
No! I had to go home to check on my son, Jonah.
You didn't leave him with a babysitter?
Of course I did. I thought he was in danger.
Danger? Why would you think that?
It turned out he wasn't, but I didn't know that at the time. The recording said he was.
Recording? What recording is that?
It was in the doll upstairs.
Oh, hold it. Let's go back to the beginning. After you shot Miss Calvert, what did you do?
We were supposed to report back to this room after the crime was committed. So I left the bedroom and I started down the hall. That was when I heard the baby crying. It was in a room upstairs. So I went inside and there was... I thought it was a baby, but it was a doll. Wearing my son Jonah's shirt. There was a voice coming from it. As though it was coming from a tape recorder.
This doll was talking.
Yes. Now, at first it was crying. And then I picked it up, and it said, "Why did you leave me with Kate, Mommy? I need you. Come home. Help me."
Kate? Who's that?
Mrs. McCleary. I left my son with her while I came to the party.
Where did you say you saw this baby doll with a tape recorder in it?
In the room upstairs, opposite the room where I shot Justine. In a crib. Please, I'll take you there. Just let me show you. You have to believe me.
Honey, what's wrong?
I don't feel very well. I think I had a relapse of that bug. I thought it was over, but... Oh, I guess I'm not.
Do you have a fever?
Well, yeah, I did, but I think the aspirin's knocked it out.
Yeah, it did. Well, that's good anyway. How do you feel?
Okay. What's the matter with you? You been crying? What?
Warren, I don't know how to tell you this.
What's the matter? What? You didn't have a good time at the party. What happened?
It's Susie. She's in trouble. She's in big trouble.
What's happened? What's she done?
Hold it. Before you go in there, I don't want you touching anything. You don't want to disturb any evidence.
Not much chance of that. Nothing in here but cobwebs.
Go get Hamilton. Miss Wyatt, how do you explain this?
I can't.
Not only is there no baby crib in this room, but from the looks of things, this place hasn't been used in a long time.
I know how it looks. But I was here an hour ago. It's different. The baby crib was here. I swear, I'm telling you the truth. I know what I saw. I know what I heard. It happened in this room. In fact, I just remembered when I saw the doll, I dropped the gun. Here.
Then where is it?
You want to see me?
Mm-hmm. What do you use this room for?
I don't.
You keep any baby stuff in here?
Baby stuff?
You know, a crib, stroller, things like that, a doll, maybe?
Lieutenant, do I look like the type that plays with dolls?
Answer the question, Hamilton.
Could it have been here when you moved in? When you first rented the place, did you see any baby things in the house anywhere?
This is ridiculous. Of course he's not going to tell you he's the one that's behind it all.
What?
You're the one who put the doll in the crib so that I would go home and check on Jonah. Admit it.
Susie, I don't know what you're talking about.
The doll wearing Jonah's shirt. The one you stole from my house while you were photographing him.
Lieutenant, I don't know what to say.
I know you
nothing
did
to do-
it. No one else had any reason to. You're the only one that could have done it.
What about it, Hamilton? She's telling the truth and you're not. We're going to find out sooner or later. Why don't you tell us now? Save us all a lot of grief.
No, this is crazy. You asked me to come up here to ask some questions about this room, and now you're throwing accusations at me?
Answer the questions.
I know nothing about any babies or cribs or Jonah's clothes or anything. This room hasn't been touched since I took the place. I haven't even been in here except the day I came to look at the house.
Miss Wyatt, I'm going to have to ask you to accompany me down to the station for further questioning.
I just don't understand how it could have happened.
Neither do I.
She's got to pull through this. She just has to.
I know.
It had to be an accident, some kind of terrible accident, don't you think? But how did she get a hold of a gun? And if she had to find one, why couldn't she have found the one Liza and I were using? That one didn't work. You don't think she did it deliberately, tried to take her own life, do you? I mean, I know things have been very rough for her.
No, I don't think so. She's a fighter. She'd never give up on herself that completely.
Are you sure? Doctor, what can you tell us?
Are you family? She doesn't have any family. We're her friends.
We're taking her up to the OR for immediate surgery.
Doctor, is she gonna be all right?
Please,
What's her condition?
Not now.